Yo, if you haven't heard the news, Silksong is real. At first I was really confused. Why are there so many articles written with practically just that in the title? Silksong is still in development and will launch eventually. Silksong developer gives hopeful update. Says, game is real. Silksong is real, Team Cherry states, after chocolate cake has fans in an uproar. Chocolate cake? So I researched this and it all makes sense now, but the story is hilarious. But first, let's recap the legend of Silksong. So originally Hornet was going to be a playable character in Hollow Knight because their Kickstarter campaign reached their stretch goal. And a side note, if you don't know what Hollow Knight is and you don't know what Silksong is, thank you for watching this video based on my cute face alone. But back to the story. The game scope grew and then they couldn't include Hornet, so they were going to add it in as a DLC. Yeah, Silksong, if you don't remember, started out as just a DLC idea, but then the DLC idea grew and then it became a fully fledged game trailer in 2019. They gave some more information and a few more details about the game in 2020, but then nothing. But wait, is that a possible release date in 2023? Well, Team Cherry broke their silence to tell us no. In fact, the release date was not in 2023 and they're still in development, then nothing. And it was in those nothing periods where the fans went completely stir crazy and started spamming Silksong into every live chat they could find. I think this game became one of the most memed games of all time, and I'm pretty sure it currently is the most wishlisted game on Steam. Which, I mean, when you have this much time to get wishlisted without coming out, makes sense. But recently, fans have gone off the deep end, and I'm here for it. That's when we get to the now times of the story, and what's going on now? Why is it in the news? What does it have to do with chocolate cake? Well, I'll explain it to you. One of Silksong's co-creators just started releasing hints about the game. See if you can follow along with this. First he posted the tweet, "Something big is coming. Keep your eyes closed tomorrow." The next day, the Switch 2 is announced. Then he changes his profile picture to this piece of chocolate cake. Now you probably recognize this cake. That's right, it's the Brooklyn Blackout cake from the website Bon Appetit. You see where this is going. It also has a 4.8 rating. Note to self, ask girlfriend to make Brooklyn Blackout cake. Not only does it look delicious, but it was also posted on April 2nd, 2024. The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is on April 2nd, 2025. Coincidence? I think not, but if you need more convincing, there's even more evidence. Think back to the tweet. Something big is coming. Keep your eyes closed tomorrow. Eyes closed tomorrow. Now where have we heard that before? Right again. It's America's favorite band, Imagine Dragons. They tweeted, "Eyes closed tomorrow." What date? Well, you guessed it right. April 2nd, 2024. 1, maybe a coincidence. 2, I don't think so. So this makes it obvious that on April 2nd, 2025, at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, Silksong will be making an appearance. So, Matthew Leth Griffin has confirmed that these hints were in fact nothing burgers. For the record, my least favorite kind of burger. So the Hollow Knight and the Silksong community was left totally defeated after finding out what they thought was the first information in years was actually just nothing, and pretty much the sentiment can be encapsulated in one tweet. I just want to know if the game is progressing in its development or if the team has given up on the project. Please, I only need a yes, the game is real and someday it will release. Please! And that's when we get the reply tweet that made headlines. Yes, the game is real, progressing, and will release. A tweet that gives us no information, but with all the context, it makes sense as a story, and it's hilarious. But I want to clarify, just because I laughed out loud several times while researching this story, it doesn't mean I can't relate. Trust me, I know the feeling of looking for hints where there are none, and being anxious because there's no believable information out there. I'm a flat earther. No, I'm kidding, I'm not a flat earther, but maybe just as embarrassing, I am a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. And I'll never forget the feeling I had when I was talking to my friend maybe late 2012 or early 2013 or something, like 7 years after Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and having like my latest theory of when Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out.
Oh, did you see that thing in the last Final Fantasy or Square Enix game, whatever?
And he just responded to me in the most defeated voice, "Bro, Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't coming out." And my heart just sank and I knew it was possible that was the truth, but I just didn't want to believe it. It's rough, but luckily I only had to wait another 6 years for the game to come out. Very cool, Square Enix, very cool, very cool, very cool. Cool. And if you've ever been in a situation like that, maybe it's not Silksong or it wasn't Kingdom Hearts, I would love to know what game release has had you waiting like this in anticipation, coming up with your theories, because those were some days. Those were definitely some days back then. But in a weird way, I kind of miss those days. Like, I miss the anticipation. Not like Kingdom Hearts levels, because that's a little bit unjustifiable. Like, I was waiting mostly my whole life for that release. But, you know, I do miss the days of anticipation for games. It feels like more and more with the internet and with leaks, and you get a guide the moment a game comes out, or even sometimes before the game comes out. It feels like anticipation for games has just disappeared almost. You don't have to really wait for a specific game because, you know, another game to distract you will come out tomorrow. So more and more it feels like the only way to build anticipation for a game is to delay the game, make sure there's no leaks, and then have the studio be like radio silent. Which is a bummer, but like it is refreshing that Silksong still has this base of fans that are so excited that they're still theory crafting, and this many years later after the first announcement. So is the fact that Silksong is real actually news? I don't know, but I really enjoy the story, and I feel like it's representative of something I kind of miss in the industry. You know, anticipation for games and excitement for a game that's coming out. And also the story's hilarious, to be fair. I think I laughed a lot. What I do know is that when Silksong does come out, I will be playing it. It's on my wish list. But until then, my name is Terrence. I'm going to keep playing games till I find the perfect one. Peace. Love. Now you probably recognize this chocolate cake. That's right. It's the Brooklyn Blackout Cake. It's the Brooklyn Blackout Cake. Goodness. The Brooklyn Blackout Cake from Bon Appetit. Man, these. Goodness gracious.